Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 6 o'clock COVID call. I'm standing in for Daryl Maria Roberts. Let me get my screen and everything set up. Appreciate you guys coming in tonight. Daryl Maria enjoying their time in Hawaii right now. So I've had the opportunity to share with you guys tonight. I'm going to launch my screen. Hopefully you guys can see that. Can you guys give me a thumbs up if you can see it, if you can hear me okay? I saw a thumbs up, so I guess we're ready to go. So again, hey, thank you, you guys. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing in for Daryl Maria. They are enjoying Hawaii. That's now one of my favorite destinations, Hawaii. And we're going to talk about that this evening. So without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. First off, my name's Gary Thompson. I think I might have said that already, but I just want to say it again. My name's Gary Thompson, and welcome to the Travorium presentation. We're actually going to be talking about quite a few things this evening. We're going to talk about how you're going to be able to save on hotel rental cars, condominium, resort style stays, sporting events, concerts, shopping, dining, theme parks, and more. And I even got a little hack at the end to help you with saving on your airfare. So ladies and gentlemen, as we get started here, I want to first introduce you to the founder of the company, David and Adela Hart, world-class entrepreneurs. David has combined 30 years experience in both traditional business and direct sales industry. Entrepreneur of the Year finalist at the age 24. He's very passionate and really setting this company up to be a legacy company. In other words, my children's children will be able to take advantage of what we're putting in place today. It's a totally debt-free company. We're able to do business in 60 countries. And here are two of our main offices, or headquarters, Temecula, California, and Madrid, Spain. So what I'm going to share with you a little bit about my story, how it actually has become a better life through this Better Life company. You know, it's all about lifestyle and having fun and freedom. And what you're going to hear today is a new way of how people are taking care of their travel destinations. Now, first off, most of the times we are accustomed to booking travel this way. We typically book online. We go to Expedia.com, Booking.com, and we think we're getting the best deal, right? And so what I used to do when I traveled, I would do this late at night because I wanted to make sure, you know, there was low traffic. I could bounce from site to site and think I'm getting a better deal. But ladies and gentlemen, I was actually wasting my time. And I'm going to air a short video here that was on Channel 4 News in LA. And you'll realize that there's only two main companies out there that is controlling the travel space. So let me play this short video and I'll be right back.
You go to online travel sites and scour them looking for the best hotel deal. You may be actually wasting your time.
I've used Expedia, Trivago, there's Booking.com.
Always looking for a bargain. I like to see the red numbers that make you think like you're getting a good deal.
But that may not be the case.
Almost all those sites are owned by one of two companies.
According to the nonprofit Consumer's Checkbook, Expedia and Booking Holdings owns 95% of third-party booking sites. That means shopping around may be a waste of time, and Checkbook says calling the hotel directly won't land you a better deal. They're hesitant to undercut the booking site.
Now, see, I don't know about you guys, but when I saw this, I was totally blown away because I was that person that, well, I'm going to try to check the hotel because my thinking was they have to pay these people, right? So it's probably cheaper at the hotel, but ladies and gentlemen, it's not. We have to go through these booking sites until after today. So going forward after watching this video, you no longer have to pay retail. This is a totally new way of booking travel, and the travel industry is exploding right now. It's a $9 trillion industry, expected to go to $15 trillion over the next 10 years. So who's doing all this traveling? Who's sacrificing, you know, their lifestyle to travel? Well, you don't have to do that with Travorium. We actually can enhance your lifestyle. Now, this is a part where I get to tell my story about this program and how I was introduced. A little over a year ago, my son came to me and he said, "Dad, how come we don't take any real vacations?" And I would say, "What do you mean real vacation?" He said, "We don't leave California. My friends go to Hawaii, they go to Jamaica, they go to the Philippines. We never leave California." Well, ladies and gentlemen, when I saw this information, I was hoping and praying that, man, I hope what they're sharing here is real because I want to be able to travel, but I did not want to max out my credit cards. So they talked about these travel points and a membership and how you can lower the cost and everything. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and give it a try it out. And they're talking about these world tours. So what we actually did, we got the platinum membership. I actually got one for my wife as well, but we got the platinum membership and we took our first trip to Las Vegas. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this was a beautiful 5-star resort. We stayed there for $78. I believe it was for 5 days. You can see there's a proud father because I'm able to take my son traveling. And you know, it was funny when we took off. He said, Las Vegas is outside of California, right? So I don't know if it was something at school or whatever that he had to tell people he left California. So we went and enjoyed this stay here. Now, we only stayed here with $78 for this stay for 5 days, and we had a wonderful time. And coming out of that, I told him we're going to Hawaii. And he said, what do you mean Hawaii? The real Hawaii, Hawaii? And I said, yeah, the real Hawaii. So ladies and gentlemen, 4 months later, we went to Hawaii. Now, the total accommodations for the 5-day stay was only $614. So I want you to kind of think about what I said here for a moment. We went to Las Vegas, that was $78, and we went to Hawaii, $614. So we're roughly a little over $700 for 2 beautiful vacations. That's huge for me because, ladies and gentlemen, I haven't taken 2 4 or 5-star resort vacations in 5-10 years. I just refuse to max out my credit card to do that. Now, here we are on the beach. That's my son. That's the room. But this is priceless right here. I was sitting there drinking a coffee, and I said, you know, more people should have an opportunity to travel like this. Everyone should have an opportunity to take their family. It shouldn't be just only for the wealthy. And I said, son, we'll be back here next year. We're going to continue to travel. So he's kind of like the catalyst for moving me forward in this business because it came from, how come we can't travel? Well, little did I know that was something that he was very passionate about. Well, here's a place of Greece. Now, before, I never really had this on my list of something I wanted to do. My older son asked me, would I ever think about going to Greece? He said he had a wonderful time. And I said, well, yeah. But in the back of my mind, it's like, well, I'm adding up the cost, right? That's $5,000. You got the hotel. But now I can see I can afford a beautiful place like Greece. Why? Because what I'm sharing with you is affordable on any budget. $99. I saw that on the world tours. That's something I could afford to do. $99. And I said, I need to know a little bit more about it. Now, in the back of my mind, I'm saying, man, there must be a huge cost associated with this. You know, I'm thinking it's probably one of those timeshares. Every time you go, you got to sit in these meetings and they won't let you out. And then, you know, maybe you got to sign this long contract. You know, you're going to pay all this money for a long contract. Ladies and gentlemen, it's none of those. It's a month-to-month membership, no timeshare to attend, no contracts. You just go and enjoy yourself. So it caught my attention. So what I'm going to tell you now is how we move through this platform that I'm going to share with you. That was my story of going from not being able to travel to now looking at travel as a destination and looking at where can we go every single year. Now, the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is our first platforms, our travel site, but we have a total of 3. We have a travel site, the getaways, and the world tours. Now, the travel sites are great for business trips. My son's getting ready to start playing travel ball. This is going to become in handy for us traveling. Here's an example of Las Vegas. This is actually a 5-day stay. And the way our booking engine is set up, it pulls up the biggest discounts. So based on what your goals are for that trip, if you're going maybe on a business trip, you're not really want something fancy, you just want something in and out, you have the choices. But if you're a type of person where you want to stay at a specific hotel, you can do that as well. But what we're doing is showing you the biggest discounts on travel. Now, when you look at this, the prices that are crossed out here, that's typically what you're going to pay with a third-party booking site. The advantage of booking with Travorium and through a hotel site like this, remember, there's no markup in fees. You saw that video where there's markup in fees. You know, you think you're shopping around. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have something for everyone. Now, this is available 24 hours a day. So you can book a trip anytime you need to. Now, these are getaways. These are more like destination where you're staying for about 7 days. Very similar to Airbnb. Many of these properties are actually timeshare properties, but we don't pay the timeshare price. But let me give you an example of our CEO and founder, David Hart. This was a stay in Cabo San Lucas. Now, I'm gonna let you try to hear, but my point is he paid $7 for this getaway after applying his points. I'm gonna let you guys hear what he has to say. $7, Cabo San Lucas.
for a week after taxes apply. I gotta tell you, travel is not dead. It's absolutely booming. You should see all the people down here in Cabo. Guys, look at this room here that you get on our Travorium platform.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I needed to see was $7. I didn't need to understand all the points, how that works. But when I saw people traveling at these deals, I had to figure out what is going on. How are they able to do this? Then they rolled out these things called the World Tours. This is when I felt pretty confident that now I'm gonna make my son happy. I'm saying, hey, we're gonna be able to travel. And he said, we're going to Dubai. I said, well, not yet. We're gonna get used to traveling first. We got to get a passport first. But look at Dubai here. When I saw this, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, how are they able to do this? You're looking at a 5-star resort in Dubai and includes breakfast. And if let's say it's just a couple, that's about $100 a day. If you're there for 6 days, that's $600. You're going there for $99. And I know some of you are probably in the back of your mind like, okay, this must cost me a lot of money. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to cost you so much less than what you're already paying because typically people take at least one vacation a year. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to show you how to be able to travel more and travel for less without any of the stress. Now, I'm going to show you another location, Colombia. Now, none of these were on my list, you guys. But now, do you think I'm trying to figure out, okay, I want to explore the world. I want to see what's out there. So many people talk about the culture, different environments, just experiencing life, having an adventure. Now I actually see that for myself and my family. And the biggest thing, I'm trying to get my friends and family involved because it'd be great to travel together. So here's one other destination, Las Vegas. Why Las Vegas is a very popular destination. This is a 4-star 5-day stay for $76. This is a beautiful resort. I would love to stay. We stayed at the Conrad, but this is another one I want to stay at. But ladies and gentlemen, regardless of your budget, this is affordable, $76 luxury suite, and you can have a great time in Las Vegas. We also have what's called an incentive trip. You get this 14 days after you become a member. This is one of our partner companies. But it's all based on availability. See, if you decide, let's just say you decide to get started today, the clock starts ticking 14 days from now, you can book a vacation stay. And where can you go? Well, the list is here: Australia, Argentina, Brazil, Dominican Republic, Paris. You can go to Germany, Colombia. These are beautiful resorts, typically 5 to 7 days, and you just pay the resort fees and taxes. That is something that is part of our incentive once you become a member. Now, again, costs, top of people's mind, I'm sure. What is this going to cost? Will this cost a lot of money? And even though, Gary, you showed me these great deals on the accommodation, what about airfare? If I'm flying to Dubai, that's going to be a couple grand. Well, I'm telling you how we'll be able to take care of that in just a moment. This is an example right from our website. You can go to Travorium.com and look at the story sites. These are people who are taking trips using this platform. You can go there right now, check this information out for yourself. That's $8,000. That must have been a group there. That's a huge saving. There's $8,000. He's happy. He's giving you the thumbs up. Ladies and gentlemen, we have thousands of people using this platform. I believe last month we had 25 new members join. We have tens of thousands of people in 60 different countries using this platform. People are saving money every single day by simply shifting from the on-site travel companies that you're accustomed to now using your own booking site with Travorium. Now, as we move on here, I wanted to share about getting a passport. Why? Because remember I said, this is a point in my life where I didn't even have a passport. Again, these things were on my list. So now I have confidence. And it's time to get a passport to take advantage of all these savings. Now, after all these years, I finally discovered that I don't have to max out my credit cards to stay at these beautiful 4 and 5 star resorts. Now, something that still holds people back when they're looking at traveling, they're looking at, hey, it's probably, you know, too expensive. You don't want to max out the credit card. That was me. That was my problem right there. I didn't want to max out my card. I could travel there, but when I go on vacation, I want to enjoy myself. I don't want to charge it, borrow from the future. And then on vacation, you're going to be spending. I don't want to be there thinking about, man, I got to pay this all off when I get back over the next 2 years. I didn't want to do that. Uh, Airfare's too expensive. These are things people have in their mind. Oh, I want to hassle with all the people at the airport. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm going to Greece or for $99, I can deal with the airport. Um, this is another thing. You have to save 2 years to be able to take a trip. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you do not have to do that with our travel membership here. And this is another one. Food is expensive. Well, many of our destinations are all inclusive. So you don't have to worry about your food or drink. That's all part of our destinations. Now, this was the old way of booking that I shared with you with Expedia, the booking.coms, but you're paying the markup and fees. You're basically paying retail. You're wasting time looking at deals. That was me. I thought I was slick, get up late at night, check the hotels and all that, and then check Travelocity. And then they had that little ticker there that say you got to book it within, 5 minutes or the price changes. So you don't have to go through all that stress. You have an option. So I'm going to show you how to book in a simple way with peace of mind, where every time you go on, you're going to get the best deal. So the first thing we have to do is break the old way of thinking, break those chains of false beliefs that this is the only way you can book travel. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's not. I shared my story with you that, my son mentioned, how come we don't take a real vacation? I'm like, son, I'm doing the best I can. Universal Studio, Tahoe, that's not good enough. He said, no, I want to go, Hawaii or somewhere. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we had an experience. And then we had an epiphany where now it's time to get a passport. It's time to expand our horizon to actually live another lifestyle, be able to experience other cultures and other parts of the world. Now, we have a very unique system here with travel points. Now, I know you're familiar with travel with points on your credit card, but this is 10 times better, meaning that on a credit card, you have to spend, $1,000 or probably 10,000 to get $100 in points. Not with us. After your initial enrollment, you're going to get 2 travel points for every dollar you spend. So that's basically a 2-for-1. That's how we're able to buy down these vacation stays and the getaways I shared with you. There's over 2,000 resorts around the world that you can choose from, and then our top of the line world tours. These world tours, they remind me of when I was a kid and I used to look through the Toys R Us catalog. I mean, I'm on the site all the time, just looking at the different deals, trying to figure out where do we want to go. Well, our next trip is Vegas, and then we're heading again to Hawaii. But next year, we're going to take that international journey. Now, here's an example of how the points work. This is actually my wife's back office. She has a total of 2,500 points. And I want to share with you how this would work in your back office. Let's say we want to go to the Puerto Vallarta there, all-inclusive 4-star resort. It's going to retail on our site for $1,300. It's actually a little more if you went to the other online booking sites. Remember, we don't have the markup and fees. But if we wanted to book this, all we would do is go on our back office and we would click. This little video is going to give you an example of you just decide, okay, we want to use our points to buy down this trip. And it's as simple as this. You just use this slide rule and you stop where you want to pay. Right there, 409. That's the max we can apply. We paid a 409 balance, ladies and gentlemen. You click, you go to a shopping cart, you check out just like any other shopping cart, and that is it. 404. Remember I said this is affordable? Anyone on any budget? Well, what do you receive with this membership? Well, let me give you an example what you can expect. You're going to get this private booking site, peace of mind. You can access it on your phone, your tablet, your desktop. You have your own access. Your name is on the site and you don't have to guess. You don't have to sit up late at night poking around. You can book travel anytime and you be assured that you're going to get the best savings. Now, I put value on what you're going to actually receive. And this is very conservative. 2 vacations a year, $3,200 value. You're also going to get the incentive prep, $1,300 value. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to get the hotel stay. I put $1,000 value on it just based on past experience. I've saved a couple $100 booking on, and I've heard people saving, $400 or $500. So if you book a couple of vacations, I mean, just, quick destinations, business trips, you're going to save money. Activity savings, I didn't even talk about this yet, ladies and gentlemen. This is a wonderful thing here. If you're traveling, especially new destinations, we went to Hawaii. I wanted to go to one of those luau's. I went on our activity site and I saw that I was able to save $15 per ticket. That's 3 people. That was $45. Now I have a travel agent that recently got involved with us. And basically she was like, Gary, I can't even get those deals for my clients. But when I was showing this to her, she said, go over to Maui. And then she picked this particular tour that she always books. She said, I'm curious to see what that cost is. Well, she saw that ours was roughly $60. She says, Gary, I sell that for $150 to my clients every single day. She said, these deals are totally incredible. I didn't even get a chance to talk about the entertainment portal. There's people saving money on concert tickets, football games, basketball games, something very close to home. I just found out today, again, from the travel agent lady, those fast tracks when you go to amusement parks. She was quoted $250 online. We had that same fast track ticket for $60. I had another gentleman on my team. He's going to see Kevin Hart. The tickets on booking.com or tickets.com were $600. Same tickets, he has them for $400. So the value I put on all of this is in the area of $6,000, $5,700. You're getting all this value. It outweighs booking the old way by having your own site. Now, here's one other example. Here's Expedia. I said, okay, what would it cost to go to Montego Bay, Jamaica, another popular destination, during this time frame? And it's $2,000, and that's the actual checkout price. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have this on our site right now for $589. Now, same 5-star, all inclusive. It's also a junior suite. It's the same date, July 24th, 28th. When I first saw this, I didn't quite get the points, but what I did get, that there's about a $1,400 difference there. So what do you get? You get your website. And the reason why we're able to offer these deals is, one, our company buys in bulk. We buy our inventory at the first of the year for the following year, but there's no markup and fees, and you can buy down your points. $589. So again, here's how you would book with Expedia. But let me show you something here. This is how we normally would book it. You book on your credit card. I know some people are very disciplined. They pay it off in 30 days, but many people stretch it out. So you're paying roughly, $175 after you book your hotel, maybe a rental car, what have you. And you're paying that on a monthly. What I want to do with that is do a side-by-side cost analysis, because I know for me, I was looking at, okay, great. What's this going to cost? What is the total benefit here? Well, here is the side-by-side. $589, $2,000. Okay. Again, I didn't need to understand the points. I didn't need to know how the membership worked. They just say, you pay this amount a month, you can get these deals. I said, okay, that's all I need to see. Well, remember I said with Expedia, you're going to pay $175. With our membership, ladies, and this is the top membership and the most popular one because of the value. It's a one-time $269 and $135 a month. Right there, ladies and gentlemen, if you're adding or looking dollar for dollar, you are ahead. $135 a month, booking on one of those other sites on your credit card, $175, and you have interest. Now, again, some of you may pay it off in full, but many people pay it over time, so you got it on with all the other things that are on that card. So you're paying on this every single month. Well, with our membership, the Platinum, you're going to get 80 to 100% savings on tier 1 pricing. You're going to get everything with the hotels, the whole booking sites, everything. This has the most value. But we do have a second tier, which is a titanium membership. Now, I know some people are like, hey, I got to watch my budget right now. 149 might sound a little better, 75 a month. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you how to eliminate all the costs so the platinum still outweighs the difference. But again, I'm looking at the numbers. You're showing me here, when I saw this, if I have the platinum, I'm paying $199, the titanium $359. I still didn't understand all the points, but right there, I do understand there's a $160 difference, right? Well, with the platinum, $269, there's a difference of $120. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm not paying this every month. This is a one-time investment, if you will, that I'm putting out. And it made sense because I'm going to get 2 vacations plus the difference. If every time I book, I'm going to be paying, 160. So it's a moot point. This is why this was the most popular. Again, the 80% savings, it's just, you get maximized benefits. Now, we do have an entry level, which is the silver membership, where you can start at $69.95 one time, $52.50 a month. And again, all the other memberships have everything that you see here: rental cars, discounts, and hotels. And man, the rental cars are amazing. I had a gentleman, he was in Vegas for a week. He had a Tesla for $28 a day. As you know, when you start traveling, these rental cars are through the roof. He had it for $28. That was off his own booking site. So here what you get is the ability to book 24/7 hotel destinations. Now, the difference is some people say, well, Gary, can I upgrade to that platinum? I said, yes, you can, but you have to pay the full price. So I just want to make that clear. But any platform is very significant, and you're going to save over how you're booking travel today. Now, we also have a referral program, which is totally optional, but this is why the platinum is more, I guess, the most popular, because most people are going to refer 3 people to this opportunity. Because for me, I have my friends, I have my family. I can't stay in Puerto Vallarta for, what was it? I think it was $400 something and then have them pay 16. I can't remember the cost off the top of my head, but have them pay more. I would at least share it with them. I share it with 3 people. That 135 goes away. Ladies and gentlemen, I haven't paid my monthly subscription in over a year and a half. And my wife and I have 2 subscriptions. Why? Because we want to be able to travel and maximize these trips. Well, this is optional to do. But again, what do you get for $269? I share with you the benefits here, close to $6,000 in savings. Now, if I put a value on there, I couldn't come up with a value. I guess I could have put 300 to make it 6,000. But my point is, you're getting a lot more value and you're spending the same, actually less money. The example I share with Expedia, you spend the 2,000, you got it on the credit card. With us, you have that small expenditure, but you're getting 3 vacation stays. Now, if you decide to do the 79, total 348, that allows you to be a partner and refer. And ladies and gentlemen, for me, I can't not tell my friends and family about this. Now, they may not see it right away, but as I start traveling, as I start, going to all these destinations, they actually know me and they say, Gary, you've never traveled. I'm going to sponsor 3. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I referred 3 my first month of business. And so I've never paid my membership. But something very significant happens when you invest that 79. What happens is you now move into this economic space where all the advantages are for entrepreneurs and investors. When you do that 79, that puts you in a place of being a business owner. And there's huge benefits from stepping up and saying yes to the 79. You're actually transitioning from a consumer mindset to an entrepreneur or an investment mindset. I was always sharing with people, invest in your travel. Don't spend on your travel. And here's an example of what I mean by that. I call it smart money. Instead of spending money on travel, invest in travel. See here, the example here, this is your money. You work hard for this money. But instead of just going to a third-party booking site and spending your money, you go and you invest it in a vehicle, when we're talking as far as travel, to get a return on an investment. Let me show you how that works. As a consumer, this would just be a good party time, right? But as a business owner, this is a strategic retreat. You can transform your vacation into business retreats. Now, at this table right here, when we're in Miami, you're looking at roughly about 1.5, maybe roughly $2 million in revenue there or income a year. That was a business retreat. There I am right there, gleaming from some of the top two income earners, Daryl Roberts and Maria, and then Todd and his wife. There, we're strategizing. Todd was asking me, well, how far are you? We're strategizing. Well, this is what the wealthy do. The wealthy, they spend thousands of dollars. They travel first class. They're writing it off, ladies and gentlemen. Most of this, also the entertainment when they're going to these shows. Well, guess what? Those pictures you take on vacation, everyone takes photos and send them home, right? Everybody shares some on social media, but at least you're texting people, say, hey, this is where we are. Well, those pictures now become marketing material. They're not just, hey, check me out in Hawaii. You saw this picture right here when I open up. This is my marketing. I shared with you the value of the membership. I'm marketing to you saying, hey, we actually took this trip. So these pictures that you're taking, you can now use it for marketing material. There's huge advantages from a home-based business perspective. To tax benefits, you can shift some of those airline expenses and turn them into liabilities and write-offs. Now, I'm not a CPA. That's why I got my little disclaimer at the bottom. Check with your accountant on what's appropriate in your case. But ladies and gentlemen, this isn't new. Home-based business tax advantages have been there for many, many years. The wealthy take advantage of this. But ladies and gentlemen, it's very simple. We have a turnkey system that allows you to go from a consumer to a business by simply saying yes to the $79 partnership. Now, how do we move forward here as you watching this on the other side of this presentation? Again, first, we got to break those chains of the false belief. There is another way to book travel. Okay, you get your own booking site just like I did. You have your own experience, your own story, and then you have an experience. Maybe you go to Vegas and you experience this trip here for $76. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when you're doing this, you have your own story. It's not going to be a problem sharing this with people. You're going to tell them, man, you got to check this out. I just stayed in Vegas for $76. You got to look at this. It's not something hard to do. It's once you have your experience, it's something that we naturally do anyway. We share information. So right now, I'm going to give you a little added bonus of what I call the $20 annual business plan here. I'm going to show you how in just a very few months, I was able to add $20,000 to my retirement. Now, this is totally optional, but ladies and gentlemen, we know people that are traveling. And if people are traveling and you need to make another maybe extra income or want to add to your retirement or maybe six figure, all of that is totally optional. It's here. But this was my $20,000 formula that I did to increase my retirement. I got started at the platinum, the 249 there added, actually it's 269. I got to correct my slide. But as I mentioned, I referred 4 people because I didn't want to pay this $135. I didn't want that coming in every month. So I did that. So even if for someone thinking, well, Gary, I might not be able to get 4, right? Even if it took you 2 months, 3 months, you're still ahead from a cost saving perspective. All right. And then if you do the 79, you got the tax benefits. So right there alone, I earned $200, which is almost part of my, half of my investment. But now I have my 3, so I'm no longer paying that $135. As I mentioned, you guys, I haven't paid that $135 for a year and a half. So now what I'm doing now is those people are like, Gary, well, I don't want to pay the $135 either. Can you help me? So yeah, all you got to do is get them on a Zoom like this, take a look at a video, get some information, and help them do the same thing. And what ends up happening is the company is going to pay you a bonus, a referral bonus of $85, and now a residual income. This is a residual income because it's a subscription-based business model. It's not an affiliate. It's not a one-time sale. We're paying for the membership just like you pay for your cell phone, your cable bill every single month. But because we started building out a network, we are compensated Remember that excuse for some people, those deals are great, Gary, but the airfare, I can't afford the airfare. Well, ladies and gentlemen, right there, you have your airfare, $300 to $400 a month that is available to you. So what ends up happening with step 4? The 4 that we have here, it continues to grow because everyone is saying, I want to get my 3. And let's say for this example, we'll keep the numbers even for the math. Those 4 get 4. You're going to get another $900 bonus. And here's a formula, $1,000 to $2,000 a month. That is how I was able to add an additional 20K to my retirement. And it continues to grow without me because it continues to perpetuate itself because people are motivated. One, from a travel perspective, remember, there's a 9 trillion and it's growing to 15 trillion. People are traveling. So it continues to move. And with these values, I mean, people are going to Dubai for $7, $98. I mean, it's just a matter of getting it to the marketplace. Now, for those who are entrepreneurs who want to make a 6-figure income, that is also available here with you. Now, whoever invited you has a compensation video that can show you how to get to the 6-figure income. Here are some of our partners here enjoying the Louis Vuitton experience. And ladies and gentlemen, we're doing things in recognition that has never been done before. We have trips, we have getaways, we even have a profit sharing where you can actually purchase a nice vehicle, all on the company. So if you are someone that's, hey, Gary, I'm an entrepreneur, I want to replace my income this year, definitely get back to the person that invited you here so you can see the full compensation plan on how we do it. Now, what we're talking about here is how this is broken up. It's broken up with daily pay, coding bonuses, lifestyle bonuses, and more. Now, I know for you watching, you're like, Gary, I don't understand what that means. I understand that. I'm just showing you this to let you know the entrepreneurs are out there that want to get to a 6-figure income. The possibilities are great that you can do it here. We have people doing that in 5 months, 6 months, 10 months, 2 years. Well, let's say it took you 3 years to get to 6 figures. Well, what about all the money in between? I just showed you how you can add an extra 20,000 to your retirement without doing all the things on social media that you see that's out there. This is one of the easiest things that I've seen where you could actually sit and watch Zoom videos, get people to watch a video and share the experience of travel. Now, this is one, I had this video on the other side, but this is actually a trip that we receive every single year as an ambassador. Now, when I first saw that, I said, okay, that's a nice trip. No, ladies and gentlemen, they get this every single year. The company treats them, airfare, accommodation, where they're going this year is really beautiful. I believe it's in Cabo, beautiful resort. They give you roughly $3,000 spending dollars to go spend at Louis Vuitton, and you're also going to get another vacation paid for by the company. And if you continue to grow your business, like my sponsor here, Daryl Maria, Daryl received his a mega watch for hitting the rank of 3-star ambassador. That watch is about $8,000. My point is, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're looking for a new home or new opportunity to make a 6-figure income, we definitely want to partner with you and show you the ins and outs of our compensation plan to allow you to do that. So as I wrap up here, ladies and gentlemen, we have a deep dive with Daryl, Marie, and Todd, and I lost my train of thought, sorry. Tomorrow, the deep dive. This is where we go a little further into the presentation where you're actually going to see live traffic. Today I showed just some examples for the sake of time, but tomorrow they focus solely on the back office where you can see the live traffic. If you actually wanted to book, you can see that. For the sake of time, we didn't have time to do that tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our presentation this evening. Definitely check this out. I'll leave it up here for a few more minutes. Meetupworldwide.com. And this is the site when this is the one I actually got my friend who's a travel agent. She got on this presentation and within 10 minutes, she had already made a decision. I didn't know that, but I followed up with her just like people that invite you here, they're going to follow with you, or you definitely give them a call, give them your interest. But I text her, I said, hey, what'd you like about what you saw? She says, send me your link. And I'm thinking the link to the travel side or whatever. No, the enrollment link. She said, Gary, 10 minutes in, I was already sold. I can't get these deals for my clients. And they come to me all the time. And she said that I wish I had a site where I can refer them to help them save on hotel, because she does big group travel. Now she said, this is what I've been looking for all along. So she got started immediately. So if you have anybody in that travel space, people that love to travel, this is a side-by-side comparison where you see real traffic. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. Thank you guys for attending today, and I appreciate the opportunity to share with you guys for corporate here on Tuesday. And what I like to do when I close out here is just imagine another vacation, ladies and gentlemen, allowing you to save time, save money, enjoy life. This is what it's about. When I first got started, I didn't see this for myself. But now that I'm traveling, oh, ladies and gentlemen, I can't wait. I cannot wait to get to the beach, to get to Vegas. I don't know. I just want to go. And now when I travel, man, it's wonderful because it's an experience now. So until next time, I appreciate you guys. I got some in the chat. I'm going to see if I can accommodate anybody here. I'm getting some props. Thanks, you guys. California on the Zoom. Yep, hearing you loud and clear. Someone said not here yet. I'll talk about that. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for showing up. This was a great. I had a lot of fun doing this. Great pleasure. Great job. Thanks, you guys. Oh, my sister chiming in. All right. Good job, brother. All right. Well, let's get your 3. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'll go ahead and sign off. And again, the entrepreneurs, you want to see the big money, get back with the person that invites you and say, hey, show me that compensation plan, that 10X compensation plan. All right. Until next time, I'll talk to you later. My co-host, I guess I can just drop off. I don't want to mess it up. It's my first time hosting. It's the first time for everything. Daryl, Maria, if you guys are hanging out there, can I just drop it or?
Yes, you can. You can just end it. Great job, Gary Thompson. Whoop,
All
whoop.
right. Okay. Well, until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. All
All
right.
right. And we'll see you
Appreciate
on the
guys.
beaches of the world.
All right. Travel better, travel more, and travel for less. All right.